Hi guys, I wanted to show you today the July Club Couture stencil. I'm really late getting it because we were in the process of moving from our trailer, our camper to our house, and I had already put in the transfer with Chalk Couture to send my stuff to my new house, and they didn't connect up with the post office. They had no idea we were moving in and got sent back, and so I just now got it. Anyway, so every month Club Couture will come in envelope like this. It will be delivered to your door. This month's is the Berry Sweet Days of Summer. So for the first time I'm going to use it tonight, I'm going to do the whole entire stencil, but I will show you in the days coming different ways you can use just parts of the stencil for all different kinds of things. I'm going to put it on the wall tag. This is one of Chalk Couture's pieces. I have gone ahead and waxed it and wiped the wax off already, so we are ready to go. I did also want to tell you a little bit about, turn this down so you can see what I'm doing, I hope. Okay, so what we're going to do is take this out of this envelope. You're going to keep the envelope, the plastic part of it. You are going to peel this off of its backing. And you will keep the white backing. And then this probably needs a little fuzzing too, and I'll just do it real quick over here. This particular surface I'm using is not one that is going to pull up any paint off of it, but it still needs just a little bit not to pull up the actual paste as I'm working. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here, kind of eyeball it in, which is a laughable matter if you followed me at all. And I'm going to try to line it up between the points here, and then I'm going to use this for something a little bit different when I get through. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of adhere it down to make sure that all of the green is stuck to the piece of wood and that there's no bubbles in it, there's no gaps in it. And the reason for this is because the paste floats into the white mesh that you're seeing, and you want it to stay right there. You don't want it leaking out underneath the stencil, because that you'll have a big running issue. So I'm going to do the stencil tonight, just super simple. I'm going to do all of this in one color and this in one color. So I'm actually going to start with, let me see if I can, that's where you can see a little bit better. I don't know if that's any better, but anyway, I'm going to start with the center and work my way out. For the Berry Sweet Days of Summer, I'm going to use eucalyptus, and I am using paste. Okay, and I'm just going to start the process of applying my paste. And since I'm going to do this all in one color, I'm going to go ahead and get some out there. It just makes it go a lot faster, smoother. And you basically just, if you haven't seen this before or done this before, you basically just squeegee the paste into the white mesh. And it doesn't matter if you get it on the green elsewhere, if you overdo it, because that's not going through. Now, if you get through to some other part of the stencil and you've gone through it, the green is going to go through it. So just try to be careful about staying within your areas of the stencil itself. All right, and then I go back just to scoop up some of this excess paste. You don't need all that paste just sitting there and going to waste. That is also how I double check that I have actually gotten it into every piece of mesh. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and wipe off this excess paste back on the jar. And I'm using Candy Apple Red in a paste again. And I'm just going to take this all over the rest of the stencil. So while I'm doing that, I want to talk to you a little bit about what Club Couture is, what benefits it has. It is $19 a month. It will be going up to 20, I think it was 21 in August, which is not that much of a jump. Everything's getting more expensive, unfortunately, we know. But also, if you are a club member, you will get the Chalk Couture Club of the Month. It's different every month, sent to your door directly to you. It will come with, your very first one will come with a squeegee. You do need to save that squeegee because you will be using it on the other ones. That is free shipping as well. That also gives you the access to exclusive pricing on other stencils or other tools, other paste, whatever, and that comes with a flat shipping rate. It is not based on the weight or size of the box or anything like that. It's just a flat shipping rate. That's the first of the month. I mean, the first one you do of the month. You're not just limited to the stencil that is sent to you. It also comes with 3 paste packets that I have realized, even open, they last for pretty much a long time. And so that's a good thing as well, because you can reuse those. You can see it does not take much paste as I'm going through here, and when I scrape it all up, you'll see that. This will come with full instructions. It will come with inspiration, a picture already done, giving you an idea. You can always get on to the website to see if there's any more suggestions. And all of this is completely free to you. You can also sign up for the weekly newsletter. I believe anybody can sign up for the weekly newsletter. And it will just go through my website and it will come to you free of charge. It has all kinds of suggestions, inspirations, different ideas, different techniques, which I try to show you a lot of, but it'll be a lot of training on it where if you're just not quite sure what's going on, you always can email me at any time and I will get back with you without any question, because I want you to have fun with this. So I think that pretty much was what I was going to tell you. Now you can delay if you just are kind of backed up with stuff and you're not going to really have time to work with it. You can delay to the next month, and you only have to do it for 3 months. You will not want to stop doing it, I promise you. And like I said, these are reusable stencils, reusable paste, reusable squeegees. And so you can put this on many different surfaces. If you follow me at all, you see I use different surfaces all the time and will continue to do that. Some are just found surfaces, Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Goodwill, something I just had laying around that I never had anything to do with it. When I'm out and about, I just go ahead and start looking. If I see something I think I can use as a surface in the future, then I do that. If I see ribbons or flowers or fabric that I can use on this in some way, shape, or form, I don't necessarily have to already have the piece to do it, because when I get something, I'll go, oh, yeah, I bought that. That'll be perfect. You can also take your stencil to the store with you to make sure that what you're thinking is going to work will work with the size of your stencil. Just so many different things you can do, y'all. But like I said, you can always get back online, and if you want to look through the surfaces after you get it and you see what it is, you can do that, and then you can pick a couple that are true to what you want to do. You can always put it on t-shirts. You can always put it on glass. You can always put it on pretty much anything. Tiles, pot holders, trivets, glass trivets. Okay, what I'm doing now is just going back through and making sure I haven't missed, which I do see a few spots that I did miss because my paste is starting to dry. And that's okay, because I'm going to show you how we fix it. Okay, I see a couple more spots. Now, you could, if you wanted to, do this in several stages. If you wanted to paint the leaves green, you can certainly do that. But I would, if I was going to do that, I would do that in stages. I'd paint it and then, or paste it, and then take it off, wash the stencil, let this project dry, and then line it all back up to do either the strawberries or the greenery, whichever one you didn't do first. All right. Believe I've got it. It did get a little dry, like I said. So what I'm going to do is get a paper towel and get it damp, not wringing wet. And I'm just going to lay a damp towel, paper towel on this. You could use anything. If you want to use a regular towel, you're more than welcome to do that. And I'm just going to put it on here long enough till I see that it's starting to moisten back up. I don't know if you can see that it's starting to kind of come through, so it's already starting to kind of moisten. You just kind of pat it down. You could also use a really fine mister, like water mister. I have not found one except for from Couture that actually does it so lightly that it doesn't run, make the paint or paste run. And then I'm going to get this inside one that I did earlier. So I'm just going to give it a couple seconds to absorb this everywhere. And because it got dry, I may find some spots that I need to go back up and touch up. And then I would just take my tool. You can also use a toothpick. Oh, I use this, but you can use a toothpick. And I did start with the toothpick in the beginning. So I think we're just going to go ahead and see what happens. Go ahead and lift this up, and you can see that it is, move this out the way so I don't get it messed up, but you can see how much paint came on up through it, so chances are it's going to be wet enough. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit on this because it didn't really want to pop up. Okay, so we're going to give it a whirl and pull it up. And just go slowly. And when I tell y'all to wash the stencils, basically what I'm saying to do is take it to your sink under cool water, really rinse it, and I just use my hand to rub it off. We have chalkboard or chalk erasers. I had one out here earlier that you can purchase. I also have used, here's what this looks like. I've also used the yellow and green sponges from Dollar Tree. Don't use the green scrubby side, just the yellow. So let me see if I can bring this back up. And that's what it looks like finished. So I'm just going to do a little finishing touches with some ribbon and some other things, and I will take a picture and put it at the end of this video. But, you know, sweet, simple, easy. You could do this for a neighbor. You can do it for your front door. I'm going to actually put it on a glass trivet, part of it on a glass trivet coming up here in the next few days. How fun and simple is that? Thanks for watching, guys. If you watch me on other social media besides Facebook, please like, follow, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 followers on both of those so I can actually do lives on there. If you know anybody that'd be interested in doing something like this, just give them my contact information, my Facebook page, or whatever social media aspect you're seeing it on. I also do include a lot of kids, not a lot of kids thing. I do include a lot of other crafts that are not Chalk Couture related, most of which I do from the Dollar Tree. I do include some kid activities, but honestly, Chalk Couture is perfectly suitable for kids of most ages. I've done it with my great nieces and nephews, and they are in varying age from 5 to 9, I think. So, and they did it. I was amazed at what they did. So anyway, just something for you to think about, look at, some information about the Club Couture. If you have any questions, please just email me at simplelifehelp.com, and I will get back with you. Thanks, guys.